What's up guys, and in this video I'm going to be playing the 7th mission of Halo Combat Evolved called The Library. So for this mission the Master Chief has to secure the index while fighting the Flood that are chasing him in this library. So with that said, let's start with the playthrough.
Collect the index before we can activate the installation.
From what I remember, I believe this mission is the most disliked Halo Combat Evolved mission out of the 10 missions this game offers, because the Flood are chasing you constantly. There's also Rocket Launcher Flood, which is extremely scary to go up against. And trust me, you do not want to go up against Rocket Launcher Flood, because if they see you and shoot you, there's a good chance the Rocket Launcher Flood will kill you instantly the moment the rocket launcher they fire hits you, especially on difficulties like Heroic or Legendary. Like both of those difficulties, you're guaranteed to be killed by the Rocket Launcher Flood. So definitely take out the Rocket Launcher Flood from a fair distance, because you're as good as dead if you don't.
I will now access the override to open this.
If you're far away and you spot the Flood infection carriers, make sure to shoot them, because if you let them get too close to you and then they explode right in front of you, there's a good chance you're going to be put on critical health. So make sure you kill the Flood infection carriers from far away, and then they can explode from far away. Also, another way you can get away from the Flood infection carriers is by walking away from them, because they're very slow. So make sure you walk away from them. If they're far away, if they're close to you, well, make sure you avoid their explosion when they self-destruct. You can use explosives like frag grenades and plasma grenades to keep them away from you. Plus, use a rocket launcher. Then that way they can just explode, but it's further away from you, so you won't be harmed by the Flood infection carrier's explosion. An overshield? Nice! One more thing to note about the Flood infection carriers is that when you kill it near its allies like the Flood Elite or Flood Human combat forms, you can use that to your advantage, so definitely make sure to do that whenever the Flood infection carriers are near its allies.
Research facilities are most impressive. Perhaps we'll have time to see them later.
Unfortunately, there goes the overshield.
A plastic company breach in section 554 has disrupted our flow to a ridiculous center.
Alright, I've arrived at the second floor.
Flood activity has caused a failure in a drone.
Health packs are right there if you need it.
Please continue on. I will enjoy.
Alright, time to assist the sentinels in killing all of these floods until the monitor opens this door. Time to leave now that the monitor has got this door open.
The Sentinels can use their weapons to manage the flood only for a short time. Speed is of the essence. Please wait here.
I genuinely thought you did not have to hold your position because the monitor would have opened the doors, but I guess not. Whenever the flood elites or human combat forms flood, get back up, shoot it down once again to make sure it's fully dead. Wow, I have never seen a rocket launcher flood kill itself while it tries to kill the player, but then actually killed itself because its allies got in front of the rocket launcher flood. That is something I haven't seen before. Let's use the rocket launcher to kill all of the flood in this area. Once I run out of ammo for the rocket launcher, I will switch it out for the pistol that I switched out for this.
The installation was well conceived. It is surely the only way to end the flood threat.
Now I've arrived at the 3rd floor.
I would conjecture that the other species currently on the installation is responsible for releasing the flood. They seem most persistent in their attempts to access restricted areas.
Oh dear, that's not good. And it gets even worse because I am extremely low in health. Now I'm in desperate need of a health pack. So this is the 3rd time you have to hold your position until the monitor opens the door you're guarding. I don't mind that, although I really need a health pack. Alright, let's leave. Oh my god, I am so lucky I avoided being hit by that rocket launcher. I will be showing you where the terminal for this mission is located, and you can actually see the golden light, that is the terminal right there. However, you have to get past these 3 pillars if you want to get to it by crouch jumping, which I fail a few times, but I do get it done. And that is how you get to this mission's terminal. Now if you want to head back to the main objective, you have to crouch jump over these 3 pillars, which is very hard to do, and I do fail a few times, but I do jump over these 3 pillars. Also, if you get it wrong, like, just keep trying, you'll eventually get the job done. Oh, finally, a health pack.
Was dependent upon it. I am grateful to see that some of them survived to reproduce.
Health pack is right here if you need it. Also, it's going to be useful if you run low on health for the 4th time. You have to hold your position until the monitor can get this door open. Let's swap the assault rifle for the pistol, and then I'll pick up this health pack. Let's pick up the rocket launcher and reload it. A little trick you can do is constantly switch weapons when moving forward. You can do it with any weapon. For example, I'm doing it right here with the rocket launcher and the pistol. You can do it with any weapon in this game: assault rifle and shotgun, plasma pistol and plasma rifle. Also, the needler, you get the point. You can constantly switch between weapons when moving forward. It is so cool and helpful. If you didn't know you could do this, well, now you've learned something new. But if you did know about this already, well, it's nothing new to you. Oh dear, let's get out of the way. Phew, crisis averted.
Are already hard at work repairing your vessel. It's parasitic nature, not its intelligence.
Before you have to recover the index, there is going to be a lot of flood in this area. There's going to be some shooting at you and some running up to you and smacking you, so use the shotgun to kill those that are running up to you, and use the pistol to kill the flood that are shooting you from far away.
The energy barrier surrounding the index will deactivate when we reach the ground floor. You may now retrieve the index. Protocol requires that I take possession of the index for transport. Your organic form renders you vulnerable to infection. The The index must not fall into the hands of the flood before we reach the control room and activate the installation. The flood is spreading. We must hurry.
Thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the 8th mission of Halo Combat Evolved called 2 Betrayals. So see you guys in the next one. Take care.